I am so tired. Okay, it's on. Fake. Sound. Let's turn down the sound a little bit. And now we wait! We are officially live. This is demo playthrough if you're curious, if anyone is here yet. I am so tired. I hope I'm not coming down with something. Hello! Hello, people! People be here! Hi. Hi. Why haven't you posted a new scene? That comes December. That comes in December. Let's see how my controls set up. Up. Down. Left. Right. No, wait, that's... Start. Select BA. Okay. Where have you been? I've been on vacation. Most YouTubers take January off. And for once, I'm gonna be no exception. Ad revenue pays nothing in January, so everyone is just, you know... Hello! Christmas was busy. I was still doing my thing. It's not quite over. You'll start getting, like, real videos, in February, because, like I said, January ad rev is not the best. February isn't the best either, but... we gotta do things. Gonna go low speed. Fever or chill? Gonna get a winter storm out there. Danganronpa, we beat it last time. Yes, I am playing this on an emulator. Ad revenue starts picking up in March, around Easter time. So, you'll notice that most people don't upload things this early on. Of course, for some reason, my most popular videos ever tend to get popular in January, which is crazy. So, as you can see, this is a puzzle game, and it doesn't really have an ending. So, we're just going to be letting it do what it does. I think there's a speed run that has an end goal, so... we're just gonna be playing this for a while, I guess. My favorite news source for animation is none. There really isn't much. I want to see if I can move this a little bit closer without breaking anything. So, let's see. Okay, good. That doesn't break anything. I hear Ghost Trick is great. Will you play A Hat in Time? It's on the list. If you want me to play that game next, you gotta super chat. Let me actually look at the thing. Which game is going to be next if nobody donates anything? The next game looks to be Pizza Tower. I know very little about it. Except that Mort the Chicken is in it. What? I didn't choose this. The person who donated picked this. Let's see, put this here. I have seen some episodes of Digital Circus. I have seen nothing of Hazbin Hotel except the pilot. However much Five Nights at Freddy's has, they donated the same amount to both games. No, it was like 100. Quite a bit. It's Dr. Mario! I'm not entirely sure. I don't have the big plans yet. I'm just hoping this entire year isn't a sequel to the last one. So, I'm not exactly the biggest fan of puzzle games because I can play them with my eyes closed. That being said, this is on the slowest thing so I can talk to people, so it's not going to be that challenging regardless. So the goal of Dr. Mario is to get colored rows of 4 or more, and you gotta get rid of all of the viruses in the vial. I really hate the chill theme. I prefer the fever theme so much more. I made an update on Twitter about Star Giant. A lot has transgressed. I just don't know what I could say on YouTube. Yeah, there's a doc I posted on my Twitter. It's insane. Star Giant got a call from the police or the FBI or somebody. Personally, I prefer Tetris. Oh yeah, like... Star Giant gave, Jettabread a very, very bad image, let's say. And that resulted in them getting investigated by the police or the FBI. If Ryan is to be believed, this is the second time that the authorities of that level did get in contact with him. My favorite Mario game is Mario 3. Although I really do like Mario RPG. Hello, Maddie. Have you recently watched any new shows? Define new. Oh no, the yellow block is in the way. I do own a Nintendo Switch, but I've got to get one of the Joy-Cons fixed because the A button stopped being responsive. I won't need to bring this up in 5 years, because in 5 years, Ryan's gonna be done a bunch of other stupid shit. I have not seen Zootopia 2. I couldn't go to the theaters last month because I was busy with seeing Real. I think there's a Wii in the house somewhere. I know I can press down to make it go faster. Yes, those are the viruses. But I don't want it to go faster because I'm talking to you guys. And live streaming while playing a puzzle game isn't the smartest idea in the world. It's definitely going to be interesting seeing how things go. Yes, I chose this for myself. That's life for you. A bunch of random experimentation with some of it working some of the time. My favorite Mario character of all time. I'll have to replay Super Paper Mario to answer that question. Or at the very least, watch a playthrough again. I am on break! That's how Seeing Real Part 2 is going. January is for mental health recovery, because I was super burnt out by the end and getting very weird mental symptoms. Thank you for the donation. Wow, that is a lot. Let me see the thing. 111 for the Miku game. Okay. There's a 2. Not you. Boop. Boop. Come on. There we go. Okay. 151. There we go. Dr. Mario is a one session thing. I mean, technically, I think level 20 is the max of everything, but it's a puzzle game. You see what you get. Thank you for the donation. Any hopes for Pokemon Day this year? Not entirely sure. It's been a while since I've kept up with where Pokemon is and where it's been going. Considering how well I did in the Danganronpa rhythm game, this should be not a dumpster fire at all. Okay, this last virus is trapped. I got to get it out. Good luck with the 500. Okay. There we go. Favorite live action movie? The Truman Show. And yes, if you're wondering, I am very tired. Yesterday was a long day. Had to write up the whole document about Ryan being himself. Saying goodbye to the internet yet again, even though he's not really gone. Thank you for the donation. I hope things are gonna be better too. Alright, that's $2 on Pizza Tower. That's this one. Major donation for the pizza game. Pizza Tower is like a platformer, right? Like I said, the only thing I know about Pizza Tower is that for some reason the chicken is in it. Yeah, the video. Maddie made a video on Star Giant's quote-unquote final goodbye. It's not really Star Giant's final goodbye. They said they closed every single account, but there's at least one account that still exists. Their PixIV account, or Pixiv, which I'd recommend not going there. Just saying. I don't drink coffee. I drink soda for my caffeine intake. And I've been doing it all day, and it still hasn't worked. How long will Dr. Mario last? For this stream. This is basically just the backdrop for my typical streams, like we do Spyro with, I guess. Favorite Sonic game? Heroes is literally the only one that I played. Will I review all... That's too many games! Oh, that sounds cool. Fallout 3 and New Vegas in one. Not the biggest fan of Fallout New Vegas from what I've seen. I just remembered following signs to try to get to Vegas and getting mauled by a deathclaw, because that's the way the developers didn't want you to go, and it felt like a very pretend open world. My least favorite part of this game is that you cannot change the 2 tracks while you are playing the game, which is not good. How are you holding up? I am very tired. Maybe Dr. Mario can cure me, but I doubt it. I hear he doesn't actually have a doctorate. Hello. My favorite Nickelodeon show is Avatar: The Last Airbender. My favorite Cartoon Network show is Craig of the Creek. I do not know. Mario couldn't have spent time in medical school. Only Luigi could afford medical school. I have not seen any CN Real shows other than Out of Jimmy's Head. I might have caught a couple of episodes of some of them when they were on, but they never held my interest. I forgot they were making a Mario Galaxy movie. What's up? We're playing Dr. Mario forever. Forever and ever and ever. Until the sun explodes. And we're gonna hear this chill music that doesn't sound like chill at all. I have never actually seen an episode of the Super Mario Bros. Super Show that's not like part of someone else's review of the Super Mario Super Show. It's everyone's dream to be a streamer of Dr. Mario. Hello. Haha. Oh, yes, you want me to play one of the meme games. Thank you for the donation. At this time, I am not strongly considering a full Disney marathon like Cartoon Network's CN Real. What I'll probably do is make like full-on reviews of the Disney shows that I most want to cover, which would be Owl House, Star Versus, and Amphibia. But who knows? What season 6 thing? DuckTales to DuckTales was such a stupid name on Ryan's part Because, number one, DuckTales was not the first Disney cartoon, and number two, it wasn't the last Disney cartoon. Beyond that, it just felt really arbitrary. Big City Greens, I don't think has ended yet. And I don't like talking about shows when they're still going on because they change way too much. There is no place for this yellow one. Adventure Time Season 6 is worse than Gumball Season 1. And there's no contest there. It's been so long since I've seen Korra Season 1. But I will say, Korra Season 1 could have actually worked. I don't think Adventure Time Season 6 could have ever worked at all with anything it tried to do. It is literally just nonsense. I have never been to college, no. Because it's January. Most YouTubers don't post things in January because the ad revenue is terrible. And everyone has taken a break from all of the content that they posted in December when ad revenue was really good. Yes, Star Giant was very bad at naming things. Like, Ryanimation reviews. Like, that doesn't, like, he claimed that they rolled off the tongue well, but no, it doesn't. It sounds horrible. The worst cartoon of the 2020s so far is Fairview. The best one so far is Infinity Train. Although I don't think I've seen enough 2020s animation to make a full call. Fairview is awful is what it is. What show are you watching for Seeing Real right now? Right now, I'm on break. The first one is going to be Hi Hi Puffy Yumi Yumi. It was supposed... CN64 was supposed to be a pun on the Nintendo 64. Because Paper Mario is literally the only video game that Ryan has ever played. Oh, $3 more for Miku. Yay. Oh, that's $3.90. We'll round that up to 4. I'm not keeping track of cents. That would get way too pedantic. The Koopalings? I don't really have too many opinions on, like, the platformer Mario characters. For the most part, they're, like, just there for me. Do you watch horror films? Not usually. I don't know. If it's either game, I'll have to practice by the next time. Generally speaking, I won't be going into these things blind. Why? I think I'm done with talking about Danganronpa for a while. I got that out of my system for a while. What is Mario trying to cure? Cancer, probably. I have played Mario Odyssey. I have not beat it, though. I have half of them. Exactly as many as I did last year. That's how many. I'm hoping that it's a 1-year affair this time around, but it might be a 2-year affair again, so we'll see. I hope it's not, because I'd really like to be done. Do you think that 2016... I don't even remember 2016. I'm going to be brutally honest with you on that one. My favorite Pokemon is Whimsicott. That goes there. This can go here. We can put this here. 2016 was a decade ago. Dun dun dun. Now everyone is so old. Oh no. Can I salvage this? Can I do this? Can I do this? Come on, come on. Yes! I did it! I fixed it! I usually play video games for the gameplay. Like, the most annoying thing about open world games, like Bethesda games, is the story. A game like Skyrim should not take more than an hour to get started. That is not the point of Skyrim. All open world games should have a start like Morrowind. You make your character, you get booted out of the door, you do what you want, the story can be entirely ignored. About 30. I've answered that question many times. Thoughts on Hollow Knight. Never played it. I mean, if you want my thoughts, you could donate for Hollow Knight, and then I'd have to play it, and I have to have thoughts on it. Elden Ring is on the list. Hopefully, my computer can play it. I've always preferred Looney Tunes to Tom and Jerry. I just feel there's a lot more variety there. Okay, gotta put this here. Thank you for the donation. You'll have to be more specific. There's a few Street Fighters on the list. Street Fighter 1 is not on that list. The list is linked in the description. You can find which specific Street Fighter you would like me to play. Thank you for the donation. That is 10 for Morrowind. I need more room here. Let's see. No, not that one. 10, Morrowind, and 2 for Street Fighter. I'll put an asterisk there for now. Let's minor donations too. Let's shrink this a bit so everything's on screen. I never want to think of Madoka Magica again. Looking through the DMs that Ryan sent people, he sent someone his avatar, his own avatar of himself, engaged in activities with Hamura from Madoka Magica. And I'd really like to never think about that again for the rest of my life. Although I'll probably have to bring that up every single time I talk about Ryan for the rest of my life, because it is something that he should not live down. Star Giant should be ashamed for all eternity of everything. I need to... Mario, I need the good pills. These pills aren't going to cure anything. I need a double yellow. Thank you. What kind of doctor are you? You're prescribing the wrong medicine. Only a double yellow will save me. Actually, anything with the yellow. Give me something. Thank you. Okay, let's... my favorite Simpsons episode of all time is, probably Homie the Clown. I think that one's really funny. Okay, so, honest opinion of Madoka Magica, I don't think time has been too kind to it. Like, it's a pretty stock deconstruction story at this point. And so many other cartoons and basically media in general has gone a lot further with deconstruction. Thank you. That's 2 for Shantae and the Pirate's Curse. Am I gonna need, like, another one here? 2 for Shantae and the Pirate's Curse. I'm going to need a better way to display all of this. I am very aware. How in the world do you have the patience to deal with Ryan? I am a very patient person in general. But beyond that, you're assuming that I do have the patience to deal with him. A lot of this is coming from my lack of patience. Your thoughts on the Wayside cartoon? What I said in that old review holds up very well. It is a 4 out of 10 cartoon if you don't take the source material into account. The source material is very much way better. Top 3 French cartoons. The only 2 French cartoons that I know of are Kai-Lu and the Donkey Kong Country cartoon. And one is obviously so much better than the other. So I guess let's take bets. When is Ryan gonna be back to the internet? When is he gonna try to... That's an inaccurate question. When is he gonna try to start making videos again? Not Kai-Lu. Is Boston a good place to visit in America? It's got a lot of history. Most people tend to go to New York first. What is something that should have never attempted deconstruction? Media. I don't know. I mean, Boston's got a lot of history. It's got some of the monuments. And it is on the coast if you want to come here by boat. Okay, not Caillou, not the preschool show, Caillou. Kaeloo. Caillou. It's a CGI show about a chameleon, and it's deranged to hell and back. If you want me to play a Hat in Time, you need to donate for a Hat in Time. That's how this works. I am bound to play whatever is paid for the most. As long as I can play it, so try not to go for like the PS5 stuff right now, because I don't have one of those. I put everything on the list to basically future-proof things. I've never seen Augie. No, you can mention Ryan all you want. I'll just... I do like insulting the man, I will admit that. Favorite Family Guy episode? I don't know. I haven't seen Code Lyoko beginning to end. Yet. Is Robot Boy French? I thought it was just Canadian. Oh yeah, you saw Maddie's new vid. Ryan's insane, isn't he? It's not even the only crazy person who's broken the news in the past couple of days. If you're following this story from last year, you should probably look up what KP's been doing as well. Not good stuff. Okay, so she's using the information that she got from filing false DMCAs to report people to police departments, dox them, and get in communication with their employers. Which... I haven't heard something like that happen in a very long time. Actually, I don't think anyone's taken false DMCA shit that far ever before. Yeah, I'm probably gonna make a community post later tonight of one of the people who is running a crowdfunding campaign to defend against KP, because she has gone so far off the rails. It's not to say that it was ever funny, but it's not funny anymore. No, she is not okay. She made like this 90+ page document of legal mumbo jumbo that was probably written by ChatGPT to go after someone who is claiming to be a lawyer and who apparently maybe leaks one of her calls. I don't know. It is insane. She is insane. I don't know if she's obsessed or determined or demented or all three. I mean, she got caught with ChatGPT before, so... thank you for the donation. I have never even heard of Kif before. I think I may have heard about it through the grapevine, but I know nothing about it. I'm in a not good position here. Okay, we gotta get through this. Yeah. Is Bubble Bass a good reviewer? Probably not. Okay, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. I have never seen Chibiverse. It's an interesting idea at the very least. There we go. So, if you're curious about the KP stuff, the channel OpBlock did a 4-hour live stream reacting and reading this 90-plus page document. Like, even if it was written by ChatGPT, 90-plus pages of legal mumbo-jumbo is still just baffling. No, we're... Okay, we're doomed. Well, it's terminal, you're dead. Okay. Okay, so 20 is the maximum level. I know so little about DA games at this point. If you're making a puzzle game on the NES, pro tip, have more than 2 songs. Nintendo's NES Tetris had 3. There's no excuse for there to only be 2 songs. Put a different song in the game, please. This is definitely the better one, yes. I'm pretty sure there are more than 4 SpongeBob movies at this point. Thoughts on Pikmin? Never played it. If you want me to play it, it is on the list. Thank you for the donation. Ghost Trick. Yes, like I said, I will be making a community post later tonight when all of this is over. But I already did tweet about Hidden's community coffee crowdfunding campaign. So if you'd like to see what that's about right now, you can just go to my Twitter. I mean, I think people are shouting it out even if they're not close with any party involved, because what KP is doing is, like, obviously immoral and fucked. Which CN real show am I hesitating on? It's gonna be a while before I want to do Mighty Magiswords, I'll tell you that much. I love Kim Possible a lot. She used to be a brony YouTuber, analyst, but she could never make the transition to other content like the only people from that community that managed to survive. I don't know why. Who's to say it's not legal? I'm not a lawyer, but what she's doing sounds like it could have, like, some very serious actual repercussions. Is there any CN shows worse than Fairly Odd Parents? I don't think so. Dexter's Lab. Dexter's Lab, Season 3 and 4 that is so horrible. KP thinks that she could get rid of her critics. Somehow. You don't know how bad Dexter's Lab Seasons 3 and 4 truly, truly is. Alright, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Yeah. There we go. Was KP always crazy? I don't know. I didn't know her. Some people say she was. It's a very far way to go down if she wasn't always crazy. I will say that. Is there a country where you wish you could go? No. Alright, you have fun. Ryan Star Giant Productions. Used to go by Rebecca. What's your least favorite anime movie of all time? Lion King 2019, probably. The finale of Phineas and Ferb was pretty cool. Planes 2 is also very, very bad. The Lion King 2019 is not live action, I refuse to believe it, and Disney is liars. It was the live action remake until they started getting animation awards. Like, it's basically made the same way as Dinosaur, which they consider an animated film. Yeah. Disney always gets awards. I love Kim Possible a lot. ILKPAL. I haven't thought of Legends of Chamberlain Heights in a decade, and I don't know why people are these days. The yellow virus just looks depressed to be there. I highly doubt that Toy Story 5 is going to be any kind of good. They basically have to retcon Toy Story 4 to even remotely make it work. Yeah. Blue virus seems kind of happy. Red virus seems insane, though. The problem with Dr. Mario to me is, like, compared to other puzzle games, it just doesn't really stand out, even for the time. Like, beyond Tetris, I'd totally rather be playing Palamedes than this. Or, hell, even Columns on the Sega Genesis, which I'm not a big fan of either. Indeed. Shrek 5. Shrek 5 might work, because the only bad Shrek film is Shrek 3. And maybe even Puss in Boots 1, if you want to count that one. I'm not a big fan of the first Puss in Boots, full disclosure. Second one's amazing, first one not so much. That egg in the movie is uglier than anything that was in Shark Tale. I will not be taking that back. But it has the egg! Humpty Dumpty is so uncanny and ugly. Donkey should get his own movie. That'd be interesting. Boop. We never figured out truly why Ryan hates secret identities beyond him just hating liars, despite being one of the biggest liars we've ever encountered. Which is the best Disney live-action remake? 101 Dalmatians, the one they made in the 1990s. That one was pretty cool. Go see it if you haven't. I used to feel that way about Ryan's voice, then I had to watch all of his videos ever made to look for all of the billions of times that he incriminates himself on everything. I've never seen Cruella. Or the 2016 Jungle Book, so... boop. Ryan is Star Giant Productions. There we go. Thoughts on the Turbo villain, the Wreck-It Ralph villain? I thought he was okay. Do you like Lila from Hey Arnold? She's kind of boring, to be completely honest with you. Like, Lila is a clear character who is just there to be Arnold's love interest. How about Turbo by DreamWorks is awful. It is... It is so bad. I think Hey Arnold's views on romance in general is kind of outdated. It's one of its weaker aspects. Like I said, all the characters are 9, but they have romance like they're 14. In the review of Curly's Girl. Oh, it's a very good thing that Disney didn't release Gigantic. You can... There's a video where Ryan talks about how to fix the movie. There is no winning a game like this. You just get tired, I guess. We're going here forever. We're playing the game. We're playing the game because my Joy-Con is broken and I can't play Animal Crossing like I want to. Not gonna get the replacement until Tuesday, and they'll have to wait then to really get into the new update, which is not fun. He actually talks about Pixel Pinky in his DMs with Jetta Bread. I don't remember exactly what he says, but it's not good. I think it's actually in one of the Jetta Bread documents. My favorite food is fettuccine alfredo. What are his standards for something completely hypocritical? Because Madoka Magica rules his life, and that is one of the most depressing things out there. Yes, I remember that song all too well. Ryan had nothing to do with the Madoka Magica refund. I don't think he even saw the show by the time I did that review, or by the time that happened. Come on, come on, come on. No! No, almost! Damn it! I double-clicked when I shouldn't have double-clicked. I have played point-and-clicks before. Not Pajama Sam, although Pajama Sam, I do believe it is on the list. I think. Yeah. Opinion on Butt Ugly Martians. I never seen it. Pajama Sam is blue. I don't know if he's a human. I haven't seen Josh Scorcher's Very Minty Christmas review in forever. I need water. Why haven't you reviewed Butt Ugly Martians yet? Because normally I like to make reviews a lot bigger, a lot more elaborate. And Butt Ugly Martians feels like a fodder show that I would just review when I needed to fill in a schedule slot. Which I don't make too many of them anymore. I mean, the theme... You don't need to watch a show to know the theme song is bad. Do you remember Fawful's Minion? I'm pretty sure he's still uploading content. Like, I don't think he's gone. When do you plan to rank the CN shows? When I've seen them all. Boop. Boop. There we go. I have never played the Mario and Luigi RPG series, so I don't know about Fawful. I'm just tossing in the blocks. That's all there is to it. It's all so zen. I haven't played very many RPGs to begin with. And that's a part of the reason I'm doing this little thing on the side here. Gotta broaden my horizons and play games that I don't have enough time to play in my free time. Or Dr. Mario, depending on how things go. It's gonna be interesting. Getting to some of these games. Would Ryan have been a better doctor than Mario? No, considering he was telling someone to leave a hospital before they were cured. That actually happened. I prefer Tetris, but to be honest, I'm not really a big fan of puzzle games like this. Yeah. I've seen a couple of episodes of The Amazing Digital Circus. Thank you for the donation. I don't think it delved into romance too much to begin with. I wasn't a big fan of Cindy. I just don't like the hot-headed girl archetype that was so popular back at the time. You know, I didn't like Cindy, I didn't like Misty, I didn't like any of those characters. Dr. Luigi would only come out later on the Wii. This game was on the 1001 list, and honestly, I'd have to say no. Like, I get it has cultural relevance. Dr. Mario made it into Smash Brothers, but it's just not... I mean, it's not a bad game, obviously, but it's just a puzzle game. I play Morrowind Vanilla. I have no idea, actually, how to mod Morrowind. Okay, it was on the Wii U. Opinions on the Madagascar movie are non-existent. I've seen them years and years ago, not recently. I hear Puyo Puyo is better. I think there is a Puyo... I cannot pronounce that on the list. I think it's Puyo Pop Fever? I know for a fact that one of the RPG spin-off games is on the list. I haven't watched Penguins of Madagascar since the old review, unfortunately. Panel de Pon, or Tetris Attack, is a very good game. I like it. If you were to be CEO of a company, what would it be? I would be fired. When I do get to play Morrowind, which version I'll play is the version I can record. Like, if I can get the PC version in windowed mode, yes. But sometimes I will have to play emulated versions of a game because the full version doesn't like to be recorded. Like, that's a big problem with Beyond Good and Evil. I love the game, but you can't window the damn thing, and no recording software likes to pick it up. I don't know why games from the mid-2000s are like that. Now, if you're asking if I prefer controller or keyboard, it really depends on the genre. Puzzle games like this, it really doesn't matter. There is no difference between playing this with, like, arrow keys and a controller in my hand. I have never actually played the Smash Brothers game, so I have no idea. Hello. Is anime... Okay, anime is not a genre either. I like Coca-Cola. When I'm done with all this, I'm gonna have a vanilla Coke. As the snow starts falling. Oh yeah, I hear the southern United States is gonna have like a really, really bad winter storm coming up. Yeah, I haven't seen his coverage, but I do hear it's not very good and he misunderstands like everything about it, so... do with that what you will. My favorite Chowder season is the first one. That is the most consistently good of the 3 seasons. Like, we're gonna get snow up here in the north, but I hear, like, down south for some reason it's gonna be, like, really, really bad. Oh, I guess the weather's even worse than I thought. I don't pay too much attention. I just get what the algorithms tell me when it comes to weather. I hear that up here, we're gonna get a foot of snow, but in New England, that is not abnormal for January at all. At the very least, it didn't used to be. So, we're prepared. The only time a blizzard ever blindsided us here is, like, 15 years ago when it came down in October and it weighed all the trees' branches down because the leaves hadn't fallen out and so many limbs fell and it cut out power everywhere. People still talk about that storm to this day. But getting a random foot of snow in January, that's nothing. Is Apple and Onion an show? Yeah, but I've never seen that one yet. Do you hate drive? I don't drive. I don't got a car. I don't got a license. I'm like SpongeBob. Some people are saying the trees are gonna explode. That's a new one to me. I don't think trees do that. Unless you put fireworks in the trees, but that's illegal. Don't do that. It might be possible. He asked me for the Jetto bread logs. I'm probably gonna give them to him now that the investigation is over, but when the KP stuff has died down. Because that seems to be the topic of discussion at the moment. That's where everyone's focus is. Yes, trees blow up in Earthbound. They're a very annoying enemy. Okay, I have no idea where exploding trees are coming from. That is a completely new phenomenon to me. So I guess stay away from trees, then. They might explode, apparently. Oh no, don't say you hate trees. If you do that, M. Night Shyamalan will get you. That was the real twist the entire time. You need to watch The Happening. Then you will understand completely. Exploding trees already exist in Minecraft if you have an artistic interpretation of the creeper. Which one? I think there's a couple of Treehouse of Horror episodes where plants attack. Pib extra? Is that like the soda? Playing a game like this for 12 hours is how you go insane, by the way. There's a lot more evidence in the first video. You know, the second video there was just an update, you know? And I remember someone who said that there was enough evidence in a very clear-cut case. Their name was Star Giant Productions. And they've been having a hard time living it down ever since. I mean, even if you give Dr. Mario the best story of all time, it's still Dr. Mario, and the gameplay is just so very, very, very okay. I feel awful knowing that Ryan exists in any capacity, so... Learning the new ways that he hurt people just kinda adds more to the pile of awful. Okay. Okay, we're gonna be going to 9 p.m. That's when this ends. So if you want to make a new game win, you got 15 minutes to donate for that other game. I can't see which one is winning right now. But that's the end point. It will probably be in 2 weeks' time. Because I'm still waking up out of hibernation. Okay, so Miku is currently in the lead. It's very close with Pizza Tower. I don't remember Big Food off the top of my head. Yeah, 9 p.m. Eastern. It's 15 minutes. Okay, the goal here is not for me to get to any distinctive end. It's just to keep on going, you know, so I'm not playing Spiral 1 every single time I'm doing this. Like, it's clear that I'm not going to be able to play every single video game ever. Which should give all of you more of an incentive to donate for the games that you really want to see me play. Because clearly I'm not going to be able to get to all of them. Although, maybe someday somebody will inherit my quest and they will go on to do it themselves. Party Crashers? I don't know. You pick what? I don't pick anything. You pick it. The only time I pick is when there's a tie. You have to pick Wario. That's how it works. Planes 2 is the most incoherent film, yes. Do you believe in separating the art from the artist? Honestly, that's probably going to be one of my first video essays this year. Talking about that subject matter, because it's been on my mind lately. Well, I have no opinion on them because I don't know them. I even prefer Yoshi's Cookie to Dr. Mario. That's how much I'm not into Dr. Mario. But Yoshi's Cookie isn't on the list because no one cares about Yoshi's Cookie. You've never even heard of Yoshi's Cookie. That's how much you don't care about Yoshi's Cookie. Which should not be confused with a game just titled Yoshi, because that one sucks. That is like the worst puzzle game on the Nintendo. Although I will say that Yoshi is better than Yoshi's Safari because that one requires the Super Scope, which no one ever bought and doesn't exist. So you can't play Yoshi's Safari on the Super Nintendo. Of course, Yoshi's Island is probably the best Super Mario Bros. 2D platformer. But they didn't want it to be so good, so they put Baby Mario crying every single time you got hit, so you wouldn't like the game too much. And that would go on to be its own series, but I hear it never got as good as the original. I like the Super Nintendo. I wish I could get mine working. When is the new Nick Marathon coming? I have no idea. That takes a lot of time. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that about Yoshi's Cookie. What's the issue with the copyright? Ah! It doesn't go there. Gotta get the red out of the way. Gotta get the yellow out of the way. What is a fate worse than death? Playing Dr. Mario for the entirety of eternity. That's a fate worse than death, I'd imagine, yes. You know, there are people who spend their time speedrunning this game. Trying to accomplish something. I don't know why. It's Dr. Mario. I'm not a fan of this one. Planes 2 is death. There is no difference. Thank you for the donation. More for Ghost Trick. I don't know anything that's substance over style. How would you even speedrun this game? You see, there's a maximum of 20 levels. You can get to level 20 as fast as possible. That would be speedrunning. I mean, people even speedrun the original Tetris on NES. Yay, more from Morrowind. I hope that one wins. I like Morrowind. For the longest time, Morrowind was like my favorite game ever. Because there is so much you could do in Morrowind. I've lost control of the board. Morrowind is in the Skyrim series. It was the Skyrim before the Skyrim, which was Oblivion, so it was the Oblivion before Oblivion. Now no one cares about Morrowind except that it made the Elder Scrolls series what it is. And ever since then, Bethesda's been trying to forget about Morrowind, even though Morrowind is everything that makes Elder Scrolls games good. And the further they get away from Morrowind, the worse an Elder Scrolls game is. Hello, Phineas. I prefer Mario on the NES. Like, when I get to Morrowind, the people who play Skyrim are probably going to be blown away what you can actually do in the game. I don't like Skyrim because I played Morrowind. I actually prefer playing Morrowind with mouse and keyboard. Like, there's something about having access to hotkeys that really makes RPGs a little bit more playable. The biggest problem with Morrowind for most modern gamers is that it is extremely archaic. The combat system uses a dice roll system, which a lot of people don't entirely jive with, because a lot of your attacks will miss for, like, no reason. Well, for a reason, because you missed your dice roll, but, like, that's not how that kind of game works these days. So far I prefer Elder Scrolls, but I haven't played the original two Fallouts. Yeah, it's like the D&D experience, except it just doesn't tell you that it's rolling dice. Also, in Morrowind, it is very easy to die if you don't know what you're doing. It is old school in that way. But it's better than Oblivion, because in Morrowind, you can't level yourself up wrong and screw yourself. Oh, yeah, that's... I like Oblivion a lot, but its flaws are, like, so obvious. If you don't level yourself up correctly and pick the right skills while leveling up, and at the very least the original Oblivion, you will be dicked over. You will the enemies are supposed to rise in strength in tandem with you, but if you're making your build wrong, you just can't keep up. So, the best way to play Oblivion is to just never level up. Ever. Stay at level 2 throughout the entirety of the game. That's how I beat Oblivion the first time. You gotta play Super Mario Bros. 1 on the Xbox 360. That's the only way to make this work. I think Battle for Bikini Bottom is the only SpongeBob game on the list. It's the only one that's famous. This is the NES version of Dr. Mario. I've never played Sneak King, but considering I do not like stealth games at all, I have a feeling I wouldn't like it very much. Oops. I am out of it. That was a stupid move. I tried recording like the first video of the year a few days ago, but like I was still just so very out of it. I hope this isn't like chronic burnout or some shit. That would not be fun. The goal is to get the new video out February 1st. That's my own personal deadline. Let's hope I can stick to it. No, I do not play Roblox. Roblox, as revealed in 2025, is an evil, forsaken place that you should never ever go to. It is a bad place where bad things happen. One minute left. 1 minute left, and then it's time. Okay, that's another 4 for Miku. I will remember that off the top of my head. I have never played Pop Tropica. This is the longest minute that I've ever lived through, by the way. Okay, it's 9. It's officially time. Let's see. With that, it's. Okay, yeah, it's the Miku game. I'm gonna write this down. So I know to buy it later, because it's a game I actually don't own at the moment. I believe it's on PC. I hope it's on PC. I mean, we could still spend a few minutes here. Just done with the Dr. Mario game. Because I'm tired. Let's close that. Okay. Remove that from the list. Yay. Okay, it's awkwardly quiet. We're gonna need some music going. Always gotta have the music. Gotta have the music. Gotta have the music. Instrumental. Peaceful. Yeah, this one. This is the one. This is the one we listen to. Yay! Okay, good. I have never seen Tinkerbell films. This song! This will help me recover from the 2 tracks that are in Dr. Mario. Do you have much... I know that Vocaloids exist, and that is literally all I know about Vocaloids. It's not over yet. The game's over, we're just gonna chill. This is KK Bashment from Animal Crossing. This is my favorite one of the KK tracks. Oh no, my throat is scratchy. You gotta go see Dr. Mario. He will save you. As long as you have fever or the chills. Yeah. I don't know why I'm so tired tonight. I wasn't tired before I started streaming. What's new with Ryan? He got a visit from a detective. He says the FBI, so maybe. And that spooked him enough so he said he's leaving social media forever. Nobody believes him. But yeah, this is KK Bashment. I need to turn on loop. Like, this is one of the, like, super underrated KK songs. Everyone is talking about KK Bubblegum, but no, for me it's KK Bashment. So I take it there's a lot of lore about Hitsune Miku. Like, I don't have any verification that that's what happened, that Ryan was called ahead of time. I mean, it's possible. Yeah, Ryan does have an active PixIV account. I don't want to link it because I don't want to link that site in general. It's not exactly a place that most people would want to find themselves on, considering a lot of the content that they host these days. But even if he's there, I don't think you can get him to, like, go away. I will definitely need to be asking at least a few basic questions about this game before I get into it, so we'll get there. So, PixIV, or Pixiv, I don't know which it is, it's an art sharing website that's hosted in Japan. And as we all know at this point, Japan is very lax towards certain types of content. And that kind of content is basically flooded that website. Which is why I don't like mentioning the site and I don't like telling people about the site. No, it's not just basic porn. It's, depending on your country of origin, you might get in trouble for going there kind of stuff. So, yeah, be very, very careful. Japan has banned. I think that I don't think that works. I don't think you can ban censor. That's a Zen riddle. Yes, cursed with knowledge. Do you like Little Caesars pizza? No, I don't. It's not very good pizza. Favorite chocolate? My favorite chocolate is probably Hershey's. It's the only chocolate we get around here. Yeah, stay away from the guy. Like, do not contact Ryan at all. I like Pizza Hut pizza. That's the good one. I just like Papa John's a lot, but the ones around here closed a long time ago. And I don't know where to find another one. I like pizza. Yeah, but like if you're gonna have a pizza, you're going all out these days. Yeah, don't contact Ryan. Like, if you do contact him at this point, you are putting yourself at risk, considering what he gave to Jeddah Bread completely unprompted. That puts you at risk. What do you not like about Regular Show? I haven't gone to Regular Show yet. I hear the romance in Regular Show is horrendous. Like, really, really, really bad. Worse than Adventure Time's romance. Yeah. Let's see. I got other music. I got. Let's see, what's in the chill? It's more Animal Crossing stuff. I know where to go. I'll go to soundtracks. Thoughts on the animation of Caillou? I can't play Wonderwall. Wonderwall is copyrighted. I got into learning the things that Ryan did because I was stupid enough to employ him at one point, and then he did all the stupid shit. Okay. Let's see. Let's go here. Yeah. Oh, that's loud. That's louder. Oh, I like milk chocolate. I have no idea what ruby chocolate is. I've never had it before. Do you like diet sodas? No. Diet sodas taste horrible, and I am suspicious of their quote-unquote health benefits. Nintendo BIOS music? This isn't Nintendo music, this is Reciteer music. I haven't seen iCarly since I was like a kid. Okay, let's see. What music is next? I usually don't keep a track of the songs that I'm putting in my videos as I put them in. Let's see. What song? I can't play copyrighted. Well, this is technically copyright. I can't play a thing that's gonna get me struck. It's not how it works. Well, what I can do is go to here, and I can. Yes, this one. This is the song that everybody loves. I love this one, it's so bad. I hear Dreamscape gets you copyright claim these days. Which, must be quite the, experience. No, this is actually the music from the original Resident Evil. Well, not the original, the director's cut of Resident Evil. Which is a long story and a half. I don't know the full details off the top of my head, but by the time we get to Resident Evil 1, I will probably learn the details. I can't play Weird Al. That's not how it works. It's not how it works. Let's see here. Yeah, this one. Is it not playing? Okay, there we go. Yeah. The game ended. I'm just, chilling. The game is considered beaten for all intents and purposes. Is SpongeBob theme copyrighted? Yes. I don't have the Club Penguin soundtrack. Okay, this one comes from A Kingdom for Keflings. I never played Club Penguin. I have the soundtracks of the games that I've played. Or games that I at least know very well about. Considering the circumstance, I don't want to describe the game A Kingdom for Keflings at this moment. It has good music though. My childhood was RuneScape. Let's see. I know that the Braid soundtrack actually does get you copyright. Let's see. We can listen to this one for a while, probably. Best year of my life, 2015 was pretty cool. RuneScape soundtrack's pretty cool. If everyone donates $5, I could play Battle for Bikini Bottom. Yeah. It's Starshine Productions' favorite game of all time. Worst animated preschool show, Dirt Girl World. Anyway, this comes from the Harry Potter game, the first one on the computer. Honestly, I think actually his favorite game of all time is Paper Mario. That's when he brings up a bajillion times. Either that or Super Mario Galaxy. I haven't gotten to anything yet. I've been taking a break. January is my month off. I've been trying to chill and recover. Like, I mean, his favorite movie must be Monsters vs. Aliens because he wanted to make Monsters vs. Aliens 2. Where are my glasses? I can lean back now. Hey. Yay. So, what's up with you guys, huh? Yeah, I'm old. I need glasses to read my monitor when I'm sitting back in the chair now. Worst cartoon theme song? Probably the same one that I put at the list I made all those years back. The first Harry Potter game for PS1? Yeah. I hear the PlayStation version's not very good, though. And yeah, Ryan changed the goal of his Indiegogo to make it look like he hit it. Which is weird. I didn't even think you could do that. I have not seen Piccola. I mean, you don't have to close RPG Maker. Nothing visually interesting is going on. You could still listen to this in the background. It has been too long since I watched the Nicktoons. The only two Nicktoons that I've been watching a lot recently are Glitch Tex and Hey Arnold. You said Problem Solver should have been #1 on the worst 2010s list. Do you still stand by your #1 choices on the other 3 decade lists? 1980s, I still agree. 1990s, I still agree with. 2000s, I don't think I did enough research. Like, I know a lot more about really bad 2000 shows that nowadays than I did way back when. I am 33. My birthday is July 21st. Do you think that Avatar: The Last Airbender handles romance very well? I don't remember too much romance being in it. Which do you... I don't know how much you hate more. I think Samurai Jack Season 4 is worse than Korra Season 1. Dr. Mario is done! He got disbarred from the medical association for malpractice. He just kept prescribing random pills and wasn't actually trying to cure anyone. So he lost his license. Yeah, Season 5. I'll have to rewatch Danny Phantom to make that call. Ah, that's cool. Karen's Virus is my favorite SpongeBob episode at present. Which Nicktoons do you want to go back and rewatch? All of them! Because I need to redo the whole thing. What made Foster's Home Season 6 so mediocre? The gags weren't very funny. The characters just didn't have the spark. A lot of the episodes seemed to be rehashes. It was really, really boring. Hello, we're just chilling. Game's over, and we're coming to the close here. I'm going on as much as my voice will carry me. Is Clarence still in the top 5 worst Cartoon Network shows? That depends entirely if you want to count bad seasons as something entirely different. Like, Problem Solvers is worse no matter what. Mixels is probably not too far behind, but in the realm of 3, you got Dexter's Laboratory Seasons 3 and 4. Did watching Chowder make you hungry? Surprisingly, no. SpongeBob actually makes me hungrier. Every time I do a SpongeBob review, I have a craving for McDonald's. My opinion of Uncle Grandpa has not changed in the million years. It is just the most in and out show for me ever. Well, I mean, it's not odd. SpongeBob basically works at a McDonald's. Hello. Let's see, we got any other music? Why McDonald's when Wendy's exists? 'Cause I'm not in the mood for Wendy's, Coda. Unicorn Warriors Eternal is an Adult Swim show, which do not count. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I mean, I think you can get bacon from Burger King and McDonald's. Maybe, I don't know. We need this music. It's so happy music. Why is this music so happy and so good? I don't see why McDonald's wouldn't have a bacon burger. When I do the thing for the list, we're gonna be playing RuneScape 3. I prefer old school RuneScape, but it's not as conducive to a stream schedule kind of thing. When we do get to RuneScape, I'm gonna have to definitely improve like the setup here for things like that. Kids Next Door and Ed, Edd n Eddy are some of the original cartoons. You can't ignore them. The first SpongeBob movie is obviously better than the Powerpuff Girls movie because the original Powerpuff Girls movie is not very good. Why you two gotta buy the whole group McDonald's? Go on it. Just get me a double quarter pounder, whatever you're doing. Just do it. The Powerpuff Girls movie is an origin story, which is a massive just waste of everything. Like, it is the most unnecessary origin story that was ever unnecessary. You get the Powerpuff Girls origin in the intro of the show. And also backstory episodes that existed before the movie. I can imagine Ryan's take on the movie will make me defend it, yes. Yeah, man, excuses. I want my McDonald's burger. I went through the list and Secret Saturdays seemed to be an actual Cartoon Network original, so... What would you change about your worst cartoons of the 2010s list? A lot. Pretty much everything on the list. That's probably the one I disagree with most strongly on my choices. Some of them still stand, but like, picking Bunsen's a Beast over Sanjay and Craig in hindsight... Why go? Let's go to... I can't breathe underwater. I can't breathe underwater. I can't get a Krusty Krab. You know what? Fuck it. We're all doing Taco Bell instead. Would Clarence be on the worst of 2010s list? At present, I'd probably put it on the worst of 2010s list, yes. Oh boy, Powerpuff Girls 2016. That's gonna be so fun. Yeah, okay, you like Taco Bell. Go get us Taco Bell then. If you're wondering, this song comes from the Hobbit video game on the GameCube. Yes? Are you prepared to... Yeah, sure, there's just a deadly freezing snowstorm. I don't want to talk about the Teen Titans show unless I can also talk about Teen Titans Go in the same marathon. And Teen Titans Go still hasn't ended yet. Uncle Grandpa is not worse than Clarence. Anyway, this has been fun. I think it's time for a wrap-up. Yes, I am planning on reacting more to Ryan's vids on stream. We'll probably do that next time. Good night to all of you! Enjoy the music. We'll probably be listening to this one again.